So in an earlier video, I talked about the difference between remote and hybrid work and what it is that we're trying to achieve when we talk about hybrid work. One thing we want for people to be effective in their jobs, for them to be working well, getting the work done, negotiations, appearing in court, being present for clients, whatever that might be that requires their physical presence. But the other thing that we're trying to achieve by having people together is we're trying to achieve culture and trust and relationships. What we need to do is start thinking about other ways, new ways, maybe even going back to some old ways, where we can help bring people together so that they can build that sense of community and that sense of place. We also need to think about how our lawyers are going to be building and developing relationships with our clients, because the clients, as much as you might want your lawyers to be in the office, the clients are probably not going to be in the office themselves. So the firm is going to have to start thinking about how to create situations, circumstances, and environment where the clients and the lawyers can come together and build those relationships, have those informal conversations, and deepen that connection. We need to be thinking about things like activities that we can all do together that people want to do. So that might be a night at the theatre for the whole office. It might be half a restaurant being booked out and everybody's invited, clients as well. We need to be thinking about these kinds of activities and events that people can share, a shared human experience. But in an even bigger picture, we need to be thinking long term, because this is not a problem that is going to go away and it's not a problem that's going to be solved overnight. Everybody knows that their work can be done 100% remote because they've just done it for somewhere between 1 and 2 years, 100% remotely at home. So we need to find a way to make them want to come to the office or want to come to a physical place where other people are. Now, thinking about things like all this spare office space that we have because people are working remote and working hybrid, we could be looking at tenancies, long-term tenancies where we next make our move as a firm into office spaces where there is childcare facilities in that building. That would make a massive difference to working parents, particularly if it offered things like vacation care and after school care as well. Suddenly something that is already part of somebody's life that usually is an extra burden, getting a child to and from these locations, is now in the same place that you want them to come to work. Thinking about how else you can lift the burden of life for your lawyers. Think about a concierge service where the concierge will be able to do some of the kinds of tasks that most of us need to somehow fit into our working day. That might be dry cleaning, might be opening a new bank account. It might be researching our best insurance because we've now bought a new car. This kind of thing that takes time from people, if you can provide that in the office, then you might find that people are more willing to come and be in that office space. Thinking about all of the services that people use that make them want to come in to be in the office. Think about gyms, think about the showers in the office, little things, so that it's a pleasant place to be. It's nice to ride your bike to the office because everything is there when you get there. Maybe we need to bring back real offices with real doors so people can keep spare clothes. They can get changed in their office just like we used to be able to. Maybe it's time to get rid of these glass offices or the open plan. Thinking about what are the kinds of things that's going to create an environment where people are going to be glad to be there and where you are supporting their needs and the things that they want to make it a really great place to work. This is the kind of mindset that we need to be into the future. And I would hate anybody to be signing a 5-year lease or a 10-year lease for their firm next year without having given this quite a bit of thought.